Hello.
Hello.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Hi. We had BM Pitt in here before we went live, along with Zoe Wishes.
Yes. Mom and Dad are away in Jamaica. And she and Mary Lou are
They
not
are.
here today.
They are. So we moved into the lounge for the night.
We did.
Actually, we've been in the lounge all week.
All week.
Honestly.
My Mac's out here, it's chaos.
Yeah. But we're enjoying the co-working and hanging out at the club on off hours.
Yes.
Joe's here visiting us.
Joe's our guest star.
Yes, the guest.
Yeah, making sure that we stay in line.
Hey, Ronnie.
Hi, Ronnie.
How hot is it there? I want to know.
Yeah. Make us jealous with your weather. We're looking forward to seeing you when you come up.
Yes.
Ronnie's going to be here for Halloween.
Comments aren't showing. Very hot. Oh no. Do we have to hit a button? I don't know how it works.
You're sitting with G. Ayo.
Hi, G.
Hi, G.
Hi.
Howdy.
Oh, it says very hot. Very hot.
So what do we want to talk about?
Well, who are we?
Who are we?
Who are we?
How existential. Are we going to go down the line?
Hi, my name's Zoe. I work at the body shop. The body shop is an E&M
Nightclub?
nightclub. We also
Members
cater
only?
members only. We also cater to communities such as the LGBTQ plus,
Happy Coming Out Day.
the kink and fetish community.
Mm-hmm.
Fun times. I'm a supervisor. Who are you two? You three.
My name's Anne. I'm the general manager here, so I take care of all your issues, ticketing issues, memberships, whatever it may be. Usually see me at every event. Always here if you need help. Hi, Jason.
I'm Joe. I work here.
Jason.
I'm here every Saturday.
Joe's a manager with us as well.
I'm Joe's the manager.
And hi, I'm Sherilyn. I don't know my title. It constantly changes. Sometimes I'm the regional environmental control supervisor. Sometimes I'm the member experience director. Sometimes I'm the graphic designer. It depends. Whatever we need.
We like to keep Sherilyn on her game.
Yes. Hi, Keith.
Hi, Keith.
Hello. What is y'all's favorite part about working here?
My favorite part about working here used to be the free cheese. Now it's the people.
It's the people.
Yes.
Yeah. I like to see people like growing on their journey. You know, sometimes like you give a tour to someone and you see them for their first time and they're a little nervous. Then you see them a few, events later and they're just so much more confident and like claiming who they are. And I love that part.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. G says I've been here since the beginning, so I'm here to keep him on his toes.
You do a good job.
What does keeping G on his toes look like?
Yes. What's that process?
That's the meetings you're not at.
Oh.
Yeah, we do those.
And I think we were talking about earlier, what got you all started working here?
I started working here in a weird way. I did Chatterbait content for the club promotionally. That's how I started working here.
I was hanging out with Joe and they needed some help, so I started working here too.
I met them at the very beginning and helped set up the place.
And then I used to be a belly dancer, and then I decently active in the burlesque community, and I knew 3 different performers that worked here, and they posted on Facebook that they needed extra help, and I had 8 jobs at the time, and I was like, what the hell is another side gig? So I just kind of showed up one day an hour and a half late because I was given the wrong address. But I'm still here.
But they have learned to find the place.
You
much
would
better.
think.
I feel like Photobombs. Can you guys hear us okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hi.
What's your name? Says everyone. Of course.
Hi.
Hi.
You might recognize some of these people.
Guys,
I do. Love your faces. Hi. So Amy joined our live too, and
We
Chelsea.
literally just wanted to pop in and say hello.
Oh, we love seeing your face. It's been a while.
Yes, yes. We're actually at dinner. We're in about an hour and a half. There's going to be a live BDSM show in front of us. That's why we're wearing our BDSM gear.
Featuring your
Oh wait,
boss.
hold on.
Featuring your boss.
Oh, yay.
The BDSM show is not featuring me. Trust me.
it will be Hito playtime.
The Hito play timer makers.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to pop in real quick and say hi. We're gonna eat dinner. I hope everything's going well there.
It's going great.
Joe.
Hey Joe. All right. So, all right, guys. We're gonna let you get back.
It was good to see you.
Good to see you. We'll see you guys Saturday night. We'll be back late Saturday night.
Sounds good.
Wait, hold on, Ryan.
Wait. I'll see y'all Tuesday.
Oh, cool.
See
Okay.
ya.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm coming in early so Zoe can take me to dinner.
Ooh.
I'll treat Zoe, don't worry.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
John and Hannah.
And John and Hannah are coming too, they said.
Okay.
All right. We love you guys.
I don't give a shit. You know what?
Oh my goodness. What a dude.
Oh my gosh, we got so many people while we were talking to them. Rachel Ann and Nick and Rebecca
Hello.
and
Rebecca also
Melissa
just went
too.
Yeah, I was like,
Nicole.
Rebecca was just in Jamaica as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
How was that?
I want to go. I have my passport. I'm like, get in the car. We're going.
I think my passport's expired.
Mine is.
I've never been out of the country, sadly.
What?
I've never been out. I don't know.
You're so close to Canada.
I know. That's like the worst part. That's the worst
It's like a hop,
part.
skippity jump. Well, when I was younger, you didn't need a passport to get into Canada. I don't know when that became a thing.
9/11.
Was it?
I think 9/11.
That would make sense.
Possibly.
You were just a baby.
I was a month old.
You had fun, Rebecca? I'm very jealous.
I
It
saw,
looks nice and warm there.
I saw she did cliff diving.
Yeah.
Mhm. Rebecca seemed to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was watching a lot of her
Mhm,
stuff on social media.
And definitely inspired her to get her scuba certification, if I'm not
Ooh,
recalling.
nice.
If I'm recalling correctly, right? Isn't that?
I'll be back in January. I want to go. And I need some time off in January.
Well, find somebody's suitcase. You
Oh, wait, I
can
can't
go
go. There's like 3 year. Well, no, they got rescheduled. I was like, there's like 3 Aerosmith concerts in January, but we'll see. We'll see.
Oh my goodness.
So Melissa mentioned that we're all in PJs.
We are
Yes.
We are.
having a little slumber party.
We're having
of
our
sorts.
slumber party.
After this, we're going to watch the Japanese version of Silent Library.
We do like Silent
We
Library.
really do like Silent Library here.
It's a good time.
Or Below Deck,
Oh, yes.
the episode.
We can watch Below Deck.
We can watch the episode of Below Deck that we've been wanting to watch.
We really feel like we could learn some walkie-talkie etiquette from them.
Yes.
Yes.
I was watching this one episode where he, like, Captain Lee, like, bitched out one of his bosses. He was like, "You're jamming up the line." Da 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 da. He was so mad about people like jamming up the line.
Our walkies here are weird because if you're out in the club, you can't hear anything on them. But if you're in the back, it sounds like somebody's screaming in your ear. So it's very hard to pick which volume to keep it at. And then some people talk really close, and all I hear is. And every time you hug one of us, it goes off in our ears.
there's different delay times.
Yeah.
Depending on like your battery percentage.
Yeah. Melissa says to ask Rachel that they got show recommendations and they got her hooked. What did you get her hooked on?
What shows are y'all currently watching?
All my shows just ended. Like Only Murders in the Buildings, like my favorite show, that just ended. All my Star Wars shows are done with for right now. I don't know if they're going to do a next season of anything in the shadows or what we do in the shadows. I don't know. All my shows ended. I got nothing.
Rebecca mentioned that they blew out a lot of eardrums with their hugs. Yes, Rebecca.
Yeah,
We heard a lot of
that's true.
a lot of greetings between you and others.
Yeah, sometimes you can catch a snippet of somebody's conversation and they're hugging. All you hear is "hi" or something like
But
that.
to be fair, there's really few places you can put it on your body that it somehow doesn't get hit
Right.
somehow.
Yeah.
It's never even when it gets jammed up. It's more or less when they accidentally bump into something and it does like the do-do-do-do-do-do, and it's ear piercingly loud.
Oh, yeah.
It'll ring in your
It's
ear.
so loud and like it like catches you off guard.
And if the battery starts dying, it sounds like Pac-Man. It's like, wah, wah, wah,
All right, so
wah,
we
wah.
have our recommendations. Melissa says Circle Love Island or The Circle. My 7-year-old is obsessed now. And then Love is Blind.
Love Island UK is better than the US edition. I'm just saying that right now.
I need spooky stuff. It's spooky season.
Oh my God.
I only watch spooky shows
If
and things made by the BBC.
If you could survive a horror franchise, what franchise do you think you could survive and why?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. I said if I had to survive one horror franchise, I wanted to be Saw because Jigsaw only goes after people who've done something very, very naughty. And frankly, if I need something addressed to me in that manner, I probably deserved it. And hopefully I've learned a valuable lesson.
And survive.
I'll survive.
If you had to like give yourself like a Saw trap that you think you could survive, what one would it be?
Oh my God. The one with the fucking saw. How hard is that, people? That's not how you use a hacksaw. You're going to burn through the blade. Long, short strokes, or really long, slow strokes. What is this? What is this? What is that? What are you doing? Can't you feel the blade getting hot? Isn't that the warning sign to stop?
Melissa says none. There's no series they think they can survive. Rebecca also agrees with Saw.
Yeah.
I think my horror one that I said earlier would easily just be Jaws, because you just don't go in the water. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, right?
Stay on the land.
That's, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Not swimming. I'm not going in the ocean.
See? I don't go in the ocean either,
So
really.
I have to come up on the land to get me.
Melissa says they're the first one dead. Oh, Melissa, I have more faith in you than that.
I also said I liked in Chucky, where if you really think about it, Chucky's just a toddler with a knife. I mean, aren't toddlers all that poorly behaved, especially ginger ones? So I loved in Bride of Chucky where Tiffany just picked him up and put him like in a little pack and play. I'm like, that's all you do.
That's what you do.
I'd fight Chucky.
True.
We're gonna see a kid on pixie sticks. That's Chucky.
A kid on pixie
Yeah,
sticks.
there was-
Oh
A
my.
kid on pixie sticks.
You ever babysit a kid on candy, man?
I would act up in the Scream universe because I would want to fuck him. That's sad. Or Silent Hill, the pyramid heads.
They're kind of cool.
They're so sexy.
Yeah,
They're
I could deal in the Silent Hill world.
They're sexy. They're
That'd be
sexy.
fun.
I'd be sleeping my way to the top.
It fucked with my allergies really bad. All that
Oh yeah.
soy. I mean,
Oh yeah. We can just go to Gibsonia, right? Isn't that what it
I mean,
no.
all I
No,
really need
I
is
can't
someone
remember
to
what
like.
it is.
Centralia?
I don't remember.
Centralia? I think it's
Road
Centralia.
trip.
In
Another
Silent
road
Hill, you
trip.
just need
Why'd I
someone to
say
market it
Gibsonia?
right and
It's
get
like up
someone
the
into
street.
like, paint. And then it would be consensual and then everything would be fine. The nurses.
I got to meet Robert Englund, who played Freddy Krueger. And I had a shirt on that says I would never last in a horror movie. The slut always dies. And he said that was the best shirt he saw all day. And I was like, oh, my heart.
Yeah, me and Zoe, we went to P-Town last night, and Warren Monroe, she did an entire performance based off of like Chucky, and she did like a mashup between like Nicki's Monster Verse and like Meg Thee Stallion song, like one other song. It was really, really good.
I heard there's a new host for Pete Town, huh?
Yes, Joe My Gosh is now hosting with Jacksa Fruit, Scarlett's daughter. So that's really cool.
Cool. Yeah, I met Joe My Gosh in Vanilla Life.
That's still wild to me. That is still
It is.
wild.
I don't want to say
me.
the connection because I don't want to give,
It's a
any
small
private
world.
information, but it is a small world. Just to happen to meet somebody who knew somebody who I knew.
Yes,
It was different.
Joe, what horror movie are you going to survive?
yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Jaws thing because I don't swim, but I got to do better than that.
Yeah. It's a cop out. I could also say Candyman. You just don't say his name in the mirror. That's pretty easy though too.
Or if somebody does it, you get the hell out of the room as fast as
Right.
possible.
I feel like I'd be fine with like any of the like Night of the Dead, Day of the Dead type of situation. I feel like I have a lot more common sense than those people.
I think it depends on how the zombies come to be. So this is
I agree.
the biggest pet peeve of my life is I have a friend that's a mortician, and I have another friend whose grandpa was a mortician. He actually is the one who buried the little person who played E.T. And when I see zombie movies where the zombies are coming out of the ground, they all look very Victorian for some reason because, nobody died last week. And plus, they have guts, they have eyes. In real life, your eyes are sewn shut, your mouth is wired shut. Normally, they take out your eyes and you have no innards. What the hell? Where's the continuity on these movies? Where's the continuity? I can't handle it.
I
It
would be
upsets me so.
Friday the 13th because I don't own camping equipment.
Yes,
so
you don't camp.
I would never go there.
Dahmer, I don't fit the criteria.
Yeah.
Um,
Rebecca says Blair Witch.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Megalodon. I don't want to go that deep in the ocean.
Mm-mm.
No thanks. Good with that one. Alien. Also don't really have any desire to go to space.
All the billionaires are up there with Alien. There you go.
Yeah. They can have their stomach ripped out by something growing inside them. I'll pass.
Oh my gosh. I will say the worst movie I ever saw, or like the weirdest concept, was this horror movie. It was called Rubber.
I love rubber.
And
I love that, but it just spins.
it's about this tire
Iconic.
that just spins like it's just just no inner, just a tire
It's just a tire.
rolling around the desert.
No rim?
No rim.
Just a loose tire.
Just a tire.
Rolling around the desert using telekinesis powers to blow things up.
And they break the fourth wall
Oh, wow.
so much in that movie, and it's very good.
It's a very
I love
interesting
it.
movie.
What's that one you showed me today?
Tusk.
Tusk is an interesting movie. This podcaster interviews this guy from Canada, and he ends up drugging him and turning him into a human walrus and sews his body into dead people's skin, and they fight like walruses.
You showed me a clip, and the guy who kidnaps. Yeah, it really
It's
is like
really-
fight me like a walrus.
Fight me like a walrus. And like he
Yeah.
sewed this guy, he literally like cut up his skin and sewed this guy's face into like a previous people he killed into like a skin suit that's like a walrus.
Does Human Centipede have like centipede on centipede battles though? 'Cause,
No.
like that seems to
I
be
think-
like
Is it the first one or the
The
second
main
one? I think the
goal.
first person rips away from them.
Okay.
I haven't seen it since it came out.
How about this? Do you want to play a fun little game?
Oh God.
Melissa says Hostel's the reason they never left the country.
You want to play a game?
Maybe.
I'll give you.
Oh my god, yes, Greasy Strangler, bullshit artist.
I'll give you 3 celebrities, and you tell me who's in the front, who's in the back, and who's in the middle in terms of the human centipede.
Based on life skills or
Just
okay.
3 random
Okay.
celebrities. Justin Bieber, Kim Kardashian, and Kris Jenner.
I feel like Chris is in the front because she's a fucking badass. And I feel like Kim because she's already up her ass. And then Bieber.
Okay.
And I feel like that's fair.
Melissa says Kim in the middle.
Yeah.
What about like Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and Bill Gates?
Bill Gates is actually sort of intelligent, even though he didn't invent anything. So I'm putting him in the front. Zuckerberg's got to be last.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he doesn't even look human.
He does look
Not body
reptilian.
shaming, but
He
there's
does
something
look
wrong with that
reptilian.
man. If
Yeah.
it comes out he's a lizard person, I'll totally believe it.
He
Marcus
does.
in the middle.
He looks like a reptilian.
He does look like a reptilian. And that's okay. Some people look like reptiles, and that is A-okay.
We're not reptile shaming.
No.
They're all in their own centipede because they're all up their own asses so much.
What makes me so sad about them is they're billionaires. I know what the hell I'd do with my billions. I'd have a Ferrari for every Picasso. I'd have a Ferrari for every day of the week. I'd own a cat colony. These people are just wasting their money. It's very sad to me.
You have your lottery ticket for tonight?
I do have my
Really?
lottery ticket for
I do
tonight.
not. Do you have
It's
one?
1.74 billion.
That's a lot of money.
The first thing I'd buy is one of those giant parachutes from gym class.
Those like 20 person
Yeah.
ones.
They're like $500.
I saw this video where these college kids bought one and they were like hotboxing in the middle of their college campus in like one of the mushrooms.
I saw that.
And then the cops come up and they all just disperse.
And there's so many of
There's
them
so
under
many
there.
of them. They were just like, it was so funny.
I mean,
it was like
it's
it was like
multi-purpose.
it was a puff of smoke and everyone split. Like it was so funny. Oh my goodness.
Oh, don't we normally talk about last week's events? It's funny. I'm in the room with them when they live stream, but they all have headphones on, and I'm on my computer, so I hear half of a conversation.
Yeah, you hear us. Well, you hear me and
Yeah.
Billy talking.
And sometimes I can hear a little bit of G through the door.
Yeah.
But yes, what was last week's event? We had Freaky Friday,
We did have
Yeah.
Ricky Friday.
We had Freaky
Cocktober.
Friday. I wasn't here.
Oh, and Cocktoberfest.
and we had Cocktoberfest, and I got to wear
Schnitzel.
my Lederhosen. I have wooden shoes too, but I didn't want to wear them, and they fit me. I bought them at a Goodwill, and I thought they were cute, and serendipitously, they fit on my feet.
I'm really excited for this weekend.
Me
I am
too.
excited for this weekend.
Friday's our meet and greet at Paradise Island Bowl. So that'll be a lot of fun.
I want to play skee ball.
And then Saturday is
I want to try the
boobies
virtual
and booties.
reality.
The virtual
Oh.
reality. I was oddly good at the axe throwing. I don't know how I was good at that.
I'm
never
really bad at it.
I've never really done it, but like I was okay at it, and that was very surprising to me.
I'm really bad at it. I think it's the same reason I'm not good at bowling, is I always flip my wrist too much.
Mm.
And then what was this weekend? Boo!
Boobies and booties.
Yeah.
Are y'all dressing up as anything?
I actually had a friend of mine that somehow saw what the event is that works at the haunted house with me, and we wanted to make that thing where it's just a sheet and then my boobs stick out of. Then you put the little eyes on it, and then I realized I'd be walking into walls, so I refrained from making such a device.
It would be hard to do your job like that.
It would be.
It would be.
I might wear this.
I don't know what I'm going as yet. We'll see.
I have a lot of Halloween clothes. I have to look. A lot of them are see-through, so we might have to rig something up. Pull out the pasties.
Rig something up.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm. Who knows? I might just shave my eyebrows off and go as like Mia Goth.
There you go.
Who knows? That would be fun. X is a really good movie.
This is on the plane to California.
What is the theme or attire for movies and booties?
So it could be two things. One, you could just have tits out, ass out for Harambe, or you could dress up kind of spooky.
Mhm.
Or you wear whatever you want. You can always wear whatever you want to a
Yeah.
degree, as long as you're not violating the dress code. But
Tits out for
yes,
Harambe.
tits out for
Yeah.
Harambe.
If you do the tits out thing, just remember when you go outside on the patio, you got to cover up in some way.
Because you're technically in public. We're pretty sure the people on the hill can see us, sort of.
Oh, they
Yeah.
totally can.
Yeah.
They definitely can during the day.
Well, one of those houses is getting eaten by the foliage, so
Yeah.
Finally.
Did you guys see where that semi truck went down the wrong road and now it's like
Yeah.
stuck?
You got stuck on the power line.
Yeah, it's crazy looking. It looks like it's made of zigzags.
The other day I was driving past and I'm pretty sure we couldn't see anything, but there was a fire truck and an ambulance that passed us on the highway, and then they were looking over the guardrail. And we didn't see any crash, but like
Remember how people used to fall off of Mount Washington all the time? Like all the effing time?
Mm-mm.
And then they had goats that lived in Mount Washington that ate the trash.
if you're ever going through the Squirrel Hill Tunnel, one thing's for certain, either going in or going out, there's gonna be a car accident in there.
A lot of the time, yeah.
It's always Squirrel Hill for some reason.
I've only gone through a couple times, but I've never seen an accident when I was going through, luckily.
I used to go
good.
that way for dance class.
Or knock on the wood and be the superstitious person.
A little
you.
pump.
Thank you.
What else is new? Oh,
It's
I
the
got
tunnel monster.
the tunnel monster only lives in the Fort Pitt tunnel.
The Fort Pitt Tunnel.
It's
Do you
well
think
known.
at this point it had babies though that had
No.
migrated to their tunnel?
No, he lives alone.
It's because of Ezra Miller's weird vibes when filming Perks of Being a Wallflower.
I know people that were in that the scene where they do Rocky Horror. Like they let the shadow cast sit in the front row, so they're all in the movie. Like that shadow cast at the time.
It all happened. Everything changed for Pittsburgh when Ezra Miller went through that tunnel.
He did. Well, he is infinite apparently.
The menace to Hawaii is what he has.
Melissa says negative. It's both people. People see the tunnel and break instantly.
Oh yeah.
But they don't do it for the Liberty Tunnel. What's up with that? I know how people break in there.
I understand that like it's a little scary going through a tunnel, but like the road is wide enough for your car to go on it. You know what I mean? It is wide enough. Your car is not 12 feet wide, I promise.
Did anybody else hate when they took all the tiles out of the Fort Pitt Tunnel and now it's rounded and domed and it's not tiled anymore? Like, yeah, trucks used to get stuck in there all the time, but I think that freaks people out. It's so bright and now it's ugly because you can see all the wiring.
I'm not typically looking at the ceiling.
The ceiling used to be significantly lower. It was flat. Like,
Yes, it was.
yeah.
It kept getting bumped and the tiles kept falling on
Yeah.
cars.
I was behind a
That
truck
sounds
that got stuck in
dangerous.
there once on
That
my way to
sounds awful.
college. Like, I used to go to the Art Institute, and probably would have been like 2007 or 8. I got stuck behind a truck that got stuck in there. And right before he went in, I was like, there's no way this dude's going to fit. So I braked. I was part of the tunnel monster problem, but I feel like in that case it was okay. I made a horrible sound. Ugh.
How about those people that were doing burnouts on Fort Pitt Bridge?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do you
They
remember that?
charged that one guy that was from out of town.
That's crazy.
I mean, doing it at Denny's parking lot like a civilian, like a normal person.
Well, I mean, last summer there was that whole like dirt bike 4-wheeler group that would like tear around.
I didn't know about that.
Oh yeah.
It was all over, like they would just drive all over the city in the streets and stuff.
Southside was wild last year.
Mm-hmm.
I lived there, and oh my god.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I think that's actually why I saw them so much was coming and getting you. Yeah.
It's always nice to people watch though. Getting done getting done on like the weekend and then like driving through East Carson Street like 2:30 in the morning.
I got in a fight with the mayor, former mayor Luke Ravenstall on the South Side once because he wouldn't go. I don't know if everybody's like from Pittsburgh, but if you go on the South Side, especially around last call time, people just stumble around like zombies, and you have to sort of edge your way through the traffic because people are like literally walking back and forth in front of your car. And then there was a white SUV in front of me, and I don't think I moved for like 25 minutes, like legitimately. And everybody in my car is like, what do we do? Like, what's going on? Like, should I go knock on their window? Like, maybe they're like in crisis. Like, people have heart attacks and stuff like that. You have no idea. And I was like, I don't know. And then they started backing up and they almost hit me. And I screamed all sorts of profanities out my window. I was ready to go. And somebody rolls down the window and there was former mayor Luke Ravenstall. So he's like, I don't know what to do. I'm going to hit people. I'm like, drive. You're the fucking mayor. I was like, call the cops, get an escort. I was like, go. And he was like in a white tuxedo. I'd love to know where on the South Side in the middle of like January you're wearing a white tuxedo.
Well, maybe someone invited him over for a fancy dinner.
I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. But I was about ready to throw hands. At the time, I had a 93 Buick Century. If he would have backed into it, I would have thrown hands.
Yeah.
I would have been on the news. That car was my baby. But yeah, he wouldn't move it. And then even after that, I think we sat there like another 15 minutes. People were honking. It was ridiculous. Somebody else got out of their car, knocked on his window, and tried to fight him.
There was one time I was volunteering for an event, and I was like sitting there, and the owner of the Steelers walks up and he's like, "Hey, like, how's it going?" Da da da. And I think it's just this random dude, you know. I'm like, "Oh, it's going good." Like, giving him the normal like, "Here's a discount, da da da. Here's this, here's that, here's this, here's that." And he's like, "Oh, okay, okay." And he like reached out his hand to like shake my hand, and I was like, "This is awkward, but okay, yeah, sure, I'll shake your hand." Not very many people ask to shake my hand in normal every day, and like, he was just wearing a polo and some golf shorts, so I was like, "Okay, da da da." And then like, my friend who I was volunteering with comes up and he's like, "Oh my gosh, it's so nice meeting you, da 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 da." And when he walks away, he was like, "Hey, yeah, that's the owner of the Steelers right there that you just met." And I was like, I was kind of a bitch to the owner of the Steelers, wasn't I? And that was fun. It's like, who the fuck is this guy asking me all these questions right now? Like, I don't.
Was he the Pirates manager? Jim Leland used to come in the gas station I worked in all the time, and he'd buy the exact same thing every day. He would get a cup of coffee, a pack of cigarettes, and a Clark bar. And then he would tell me how much he hated the fact the Clark bar company sold to another company, and he'd always pay with a huge bill, like a 50 or 100. I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to break this? And finally, I was like, talking to my boss, I was like, what do I do about that guy that gives me like 100 every day? She's like, do you know who that is? I was like, I don't care. There's not enough money in the drawer. What do I do? He would come in every day and do that. No clue who he was. And then when I worked for IKEA, we used to get Steelers in all the time. And I guess I told Brett Kiesel he couldn't have a red mammut chair display from the kids department. I was like, I don't know who they are. I don't know what they look like. They wear helmets.
Victor says that they love the Goku robe.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. G thinks it's Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, I thought he said he thought it was Naruto.
No. I would just like to point out that everybody was so excited that Ash Ketchum finally won some sort of tournament after 20 years. Tell me what battle Yu-Gi-Oh has ever lost. I'm just saying.
I see your card and I place Pot of Greed.
It was Magic Hats. Every time they play Magic Hats on the TV show, I lost my mind. I'm like, oh my god, look at them hopping around.
I think I
summon
was just too
Pot of
old when all
Greed.
this came out.
Pot of Greed.
Pot of Greed, Blue Eyes White Dragon.
I would totally tattoo Pot of Greed on me. I would totally tattoo the Pot of Greed on me.
I like how Joey sort of sounded like he was from Brooklyn, but her sister that was going blind that needed that surgery completely did not have an accent.
I'd want to tattoo like the Pot of Greed on this one, And then I'd want to tattoo George Lopez's character in Shark Boy and Lava Girl. on
He's a
this
mean
one.
person. His wife gave him that kidney, and then I think he cheated on her and he left her.
Did
Oh,
you
wow.
ever see, or like George Lopez and then the Cake Boss, actually?
I don't like the cake glass cake. Have you ever had the ones from the
They're
vending
so bad.
machine?
They're so bad.
He came, it was years ago. He was at Market District and they had the little frozen cakes. And my sister and I bought one. And I have a huge family back home in Ohio. We took it home and I probably have, I don't know, on any given day, like 7 to 40 people at my grandma's house. We couldn't get a single person to eat that cake. It was foul. It was not good.
It's not a good
I'm
cake.
sure in real life his cakes are good, but like my dad used to work. If anybody knows where the Dutch House is in Columbiana, my dad used to make their donuts. My mom used to be assistant for a pastry chef, so we're like very anal about like how good our pastries are. But after they sit for a while, all the fats start to separate, and you could tell it was like that during the shipping process. Like everything just coagulated
Simple syrup,
away.
No more.
It wasn't good. But I'd be interested in like going into the actual shop and trying something.
Mhm.
Also, Pittsburghers, beware. Bethel Bakery no longer has the swirly cupcakes with the edible glitter on them behind the counter. You had to give them a 3-day warning. I stopped the other day coming back from the haunted house and I about had a panic attack. All I want is those little glitter cupcakes. Is this the greatest tragedy to ever hit Pittsburgh? Quite possibly. Call your representatives. Get the swirly glitter cakes back.
I want cupcakes so bad now.
They have the Jason Voorhees ones, though. I got one of those. They were delicious.
We had pancakes for dinner.
Yes, we did. We had Eaton Park.
I have pancakes right over there.
It's the place for smiles.
Mhm.
The stickies are back.
The stickies are back.
Did you try the sticky?
I did.
Did you like the sticky?
Actually, no, I didn't try the sticky. I'm
Didn't
sorry.
try the sticky.
I've never tried stickies.
They went away for a while, but they brought them back.
Mhm.
No need to panic, Pittsburgh.
They're new stickies, you know,
They are new stickies.
new company.
Yeah.
The
They're
one
completely
that's-
different shape.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't had them.
They look more like French toast now.
They're round.
No, they're long. They look like somebody folded a French toast in half and like cut it down the middle.
Yeah, kind of.
Apparently, Three Generations Bakery in McKees Rocks makes them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Uh-huh.
The more you know.
That's interesting.
Now you know.
I miss 2 a.m. Eaton Park after night.
Yeah.
I miss anybody being open that late.
I miss a really good salad bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing is I work in the haunted house industry and after we get out, we would all go to Denny's or Eaton Park afterwards. And now the only place we have to go to is Sheets. And then we bump into all the other haunted house workers because we're right next to 2 other haunts.
Yeah.
I've seen some turf wars. It goes down at Sheets.
Well, and if it's not other haunt people, then it's, everybody else that hangs out at Sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah. I avoid Sheets after 11 o'clock.
Back in my hometown, Sheets was the only thing open. So, like, everyone would be in the dining room. It was the hangout spot. That or Walmart. Walking around Walmart for no apparent reason, just doing whatever.
Mm-hmm.
God
I
knows
do miss
what.
the Walmart. I rather shop at night.
Yeah,
I
same.
loved shopping at night.
All right, I get off work and I'm like, God, all I want is like SpaghettiOs or something.
Mhm.
And then I don't wake up until like 11 the next day and I'm like, I don't got the energy now for the SpaghettiOs. Just woke
Mhm.
up.
Yeah.
Bring back 24-hour Walmart.
That and where did the crispy chicken snack crack go, people? Did you see the Burger King release their own crispy chicken snack wrap to be like, McDonald's,
Yes, I did see that actually.
And also, McDonald's are bringing back the boo buckets, but again this year they don't have lids, which was the #1 complaint.
I couldn't even get one for
You're
my
very
kid last
passionate.
year.
I made a network with the people I work with at the haunted house, and we literally had like every McDonald's in the area written down, and we were on a phone tree, like an old-fashioned phone tree. And it was like, okay, I got the one with the little witch, and then we'd buy so many of them, and I had an absurd amount of points on my apps because of it. Because it was like I would buy all the Happy Meals on the
Yeah.
app, and then like people would like Venmo me later. It was a good time. But now there's 4 this year. I'm like, here, I'm your way.
Yeah.
I just need to stretch my back. Sorry, guys.
What else did we say? Oh, we were going to talk about what do we do here during the week? Why are there people in the building during the week?
Why are there?
People here?
On that note, I have to go home.
All right,
Okay.
bye, Joe.
Since you're not here during the week.
No,
Joe's
I'm
not-
never here during the week.
It's
I
very
have another
rare.
job, and it's past my bedtime.
Okay. Have a good night.
Hi, Joe.
Goodbye, Joe.
Ew.
Oh.
We can spread out.
Okay.
Oh, I know water.
But what do we? Oh, I don't know. Who
What
wants
do
to
we
go
do during
first?
the week? You're gonna see Joe on the side of the screen. Ready? Watch. Oh, He's gonna cross that barrier.
Where?
Did he do
When's
it?
it gonna happen? I don't know, dude.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Never mind. I thought you were gonna see him in the little.
But,
What are we doing during the week?
I mean, we answer emails
Mm-hmm.
and we help people with their applications,
Mm-hmm.
review applications.
We are part of the board of applications.
I know. I come in and then we all go over. I think all of us now go over the cat videos, making sure people are understanding consent.
Yeah.
We do age verification.
We
We
do your
normally
photo
do.
review.
Yeah, we do that before photo review because there's stipulations with photo review that if you don't have a certified account, we don't let you upload certain content. So we make sure that we have the most up-to-date list of who has their information completed. We do photo review. I know I go through the door check-in list, and I don't know if everybody knows this. If you prepay for a lot of events, you get a discount. So something to think about. But yeah, I go through door check-in. If for some reason one of your orders didn't process, sometimes you'll get a message from me going, "Hey," and didn't go through for various reasons. That way you do get your prepaid if you try to prepay for stuff. I know I go through booth rentals, room rentals. I do a graphic design work, so I make flyers. I post things like our events on FetLife and Cassidy and SLS. I also put all the pictures on the projector. I curate our porn, which is a huge job.
There's a lot of small things that we do,
Yes.
in and out throughout the week. I am currently trying to check for Melissa if Halloween is sold out or not.
I do a lot of fun stuff, but
You write a lot of
I
stuff.
write
for
I
us.
write
Yes.
a lot of the stuff.
Amazingly.
A lot of the verbiage you may see probably comes from me. I probably typed it out for you.
Yeah, a lot of the automated emails that you get are
Emails.
from her.
If you get any questions, pretty much if you reach out via email, there's a high chance I'm probably answering. Or my verbiage has been used. I make a lot of the forms, stuff like that. Any of like the questions or just working on various things in terms of technology communications, essentially coding forms and all that fun stuff.
Oh, and I print the menu. Ooh.
And then event days, I do literally anything. Just tell me where.
Yeah, I think we're all like that.
Kind of
I do like payroll and
put me
scheduling,
over.
the logistical foreseeing problems and finding a solution to them before they ever arise. Fixing problems that arise on the spot.
And then we all help with coming up with events and coming up with ideas for graphics and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I
there's
say-
a lot of input that we
Yes.
do.
I always say that Zoe is my assistant creative director. Normally, because I just flash my computer towards her. I'm like, is this font ugly? Do we like this font?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a great way to leave feedback now
Yeah.
for things like that, and it's
Mhm.
made getting input so much
Yes.
easier.
Much quicker.
Yeah.
And then you're the one who came up with, we haven't had it yet. We took it off the schedule, but you're the one who came up with Hot Wars, which I guess we're going to have during the summer, which was
Yeah.
sort of like a car event, which I love cars. So I was like, maybe we'll have a little car show. We'll see.
We'll see.
A little car show.
I do. I love a good car show.
I like Tow Mater.
Tomater? What's tomater?
Tow Mater? You don't know Tow Mater? Mater from Cars?
Oh, yeah.
Tow Mater.
I was like, this is an event I didn't know
His
about.
first name is Tow.
I used to like to build little model cars and like classic cars when I was younger.
My uncle used to do all the derbies, so I got to knock the windows out and spray paint the cars. Then my dad drag raced for a while. We used to go to all the car shows, and then I haven't done it this year, but I used to pin up model and go to different competitions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Don't ask me about cars too much.
I can't tell you anything about a car built before like 1990
I
or
can,
after 1990. Before I can.
you know.
Yeah, I'm not so much into cars now. It
I
serves a purpose. It drives. I put gas in it.
I think they're all plastic now, and it makes me sad.
I could change. I could change oil and I can change brake pads. That's about the extent of my knowledge.
No, I did change a like interior fan and an interior like little thingy gauge in the dashboard, but
I never do anything
I just
myself. I
followed
help.
YouTube.
Yeah, I assist my papa sometimes. I know how to hold the flashlight,
I know how to hold the flashlight.
which is the most important job if you really think about it.
honestly, honestly.
That and you hold the 10mm socket, like thingy. Yeah.
No. He's a serial killer. There's
I can't read. Hold on, I'm
Melissa
blind.
said he is a serial killer. There is a whole thing about it. Disney the
Who is a serial killer?
who?
Who is?
I'm not sure.
I know some things about Walt Disney that's very unsavory, but I don't think he killed anyone.
That's a very. I know some unsavory things too.
Yeah. Don't get me started my 4-hour Thomas Edison speech.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, don't start. We don't get time for that.
No.
I'll have to sneak off
Edison's-
screen like Joe did.
We'll put it this way. I hate Thomas Edison so much that I was driving through New Jersey and I had to pee. And I have a kidney disease and I take Lasix every day, if you know what that is. Like I'm at a very high dose of it. And I had to pee so bad. And I'm driving and it was like, next rest stop a mile away. It was like the Thomas Edison rest stop. I literally pulled over and peed on the side of an 8-way highway in New Jersey because I didn't want Thomas Edison anywhere near my bits. That's how much I hate that man.
Breaking the
Fair.
law.
And I didn't care.
That's fun.
Very much like Thomas Edison, breaking the law.
My favorite person to talk about is either Terrare or Lady Gaga's cultural impact with her 2009 VMA performance of Paparazzi.
Where she bled out her heart.
Yes.
Oh,
Mm,
it changed me.
it's so good. It's so good. Do you know about Terrare?
No.
So Terrare was this French peasant who would just eat everything. So
That's
this
me.
man, he would go from like being, he was described as being like, I want to say somewhere between like 70 to 100 pounds and having very loose, flabby skin. And then he would just eat so much until he was like 115 pounds and like filled to the brim, right? And he would eat literally anything. He would eat like garbage. He would eat like, you know, dead animals.
I think it's really funny.
He
you
would
said-
do anything. He would just shove it down the gauntlet, right? Anything in sight. He was known for eating like 15 raw eels that he caught. Like this man was insane.
the-
So he got drafted into the military, and he was used as a military weapon from the French military because he could eat full boxes. He could just swallow these things down, right? He could eat
boxes
he could
of
eat full
what?
boxes. Well, like
He's a goat. He's
he
a
was
goat.
able to
Is
just
he a
like
goat, man?
like it was described that
He's a
this
French
man, it was
goat.
literally just like dropping it down the gauntlet, right? Like this man could just
This
swallow
is
at
not
such
healthy.
a furious rate. Like
Have
he
you ever
couldn't
seen Benny Hill drink beer? It's like that's done.
he could just gulp things. So the French military hired him to eat these boxes, swallow these boxes, and then sneak them into secret locations, throw up the box, give them the information. He was being a spy by eating these like full-size packages and then throwing them
So
up.
like a cocaine mule?
Kinda.
That was information.
But yeah, but like he could just inhale such a large amount. So like he got out of the military. He was kind of fucked up from the whole experience. Respectfully, you know what I mean? That's not the best for the body. I'm not gonna lie. So he gets out of the French military, and he's in the hospital because he has like PTSD. He's really not doing good. The hospital cannot supply his growing food demand.
What a gromanizer, man.
He would, it's been, I think it's on like record or something like that. He would like go out and he would eat like butcher scraps from the garbage. He would eat literally like dead animals and roadkill. Like he would eat like literally anything, again, that he could shove down the gauntlet. Well, he's staying in this hospital because everyone's like, what the fuck's wrong with him?
People eating.
What the fuck's wrong with him? He would eat dead babies.
Did anyone look to see if he had a tapeworm? This is like legit tapeworm issues.
Someone walked in on him eating a dead baby, which is fucking wild. And he would like eat dead people out of the morgue. Like he was caught on more than one occasion swallowing dead people. And when he finally ended up dying, which thank God, the dude was an absolute fucking menace, right? He was just causing so much chaos. When they performed the autopsy, his mouth was directly connected to his stomach. So when they performed the autopsy, it was literally reported that you could shove a flashlight down and see directly into his stomach from his mouth, and that's why he was able to do those things.
Like he didn't have
Like-
an esophagus.
No, like it was just this fucking straight tube into his stomach.
Huh. I thought it was funny you said he ate garbage.
He ate garbage.
Last
he ate
night
anything.
I was in Columbus and I saw Ringo Starr, which was like a real freaking religious experience. And on the way back, I stopped at White Castle and I didn't realize how many burgers were in the bag. So I thought I ate everything and threw all my garbage in there. And I come out to my car today. I was like, dude, why the fuck does my car smell so weird? And I go to like throw away my trash, and there was still a White Castle burger in the bag on the bottom, covered half in ranch sauce. I ate the shit out of that. It was so cold outside. It was like icy cold. I was like, it's been refrigerated. I'll live. It was only a couple hours old. Like I literally just got home, but I was like, oh,
Well,
I regret nothing. I regret nothing.
oh my.
It was good.
Trying to think.
All right, I guess I think we're gonna wrap this up. This is
Yeah.
just kind of a little taste of. I mean, we work while we're here on our laptops, but you know, our side conversations are really similar to
This
the,
is pretty much
the
it.
chit chat
Yeah.
that you just, the very, we're very kind of all over the place, and Melissa says one to make you pee, one to make you see.
Lasix.
But, yeah, if you can join us Friday at the Paradise Island Bowl, we'll be there 8 to 11 or so.
Yeah.
We'll probably be at the two tables right in the front if we can get them. So you should see, a big group of people when you first walk in, and that should be us. Just look for us.
Yes. You're going to have to hold me back from the arcade before I spend a small loan's worth of money.
I know. They just announced today the new Labyrinth pinball machine's coming out. I'm like,
Do you think they're the type of place that gets a new machine when it comes out?
Pins, maybe?
I was like, there's a couple different arcade places around
Like
here.
maybe that get them swapped out?
I don't know.
hoping so.
I don't remember what it's called, but there's a place like Pins in the Strip District that had some good ones. I think the best pinball machine ever, if you can find it, is the Playboy one that specifically has Hugh Hefner on the front in a red robe. Because I think they did at least 2 or 3 other Playboy ones, but that is the best pinball machine by far.
Mhm. And if you can't join us Friday, make sure you come to the event Saturday if you can. Boobies and booties.
Yeah.
Whatever variation of that you like to see.
It'll be a fun
And,
time.
Other than that, guys, we're going to get
Bye.
us out of here.
Bye.
Bye, guys.